Hello, everyone. It's OG from OG Scale Model. Uh, Not having a very good past weekend, basically. Um, had some things come up around the house and things, and I had to move my model room. So me and my wife, we moved our model room and our 3D printing room up to a dining room, so I could basically redo a part of our house that needed to be redone. But anyway, so in the process of moving the room, I have been building on a More American Graffiti Milner dragster for about, I don't know, it's been a while. It's probably a year and a half, 2 years. Okay, trying to find the car that broke. I might have discarded it already because I was pretty disgusted with it after it fell and broke. At the time, I dropped it and it fell and broke. Well, I wasn't thinking. I just throwed it back in the box and I said, I'll fix it later. It broke to the extent that I can't repair it, okay? Well, I can repair it, but it's going to take a lot of time because the body, I pretty much started out with flat styrene and basically molded it and built it to the chassis, okay? Well, the More American Graffiti dragster, when it first came out, it come out as More American Graffiti dragster, but inside of it, it had a bantam body. Okay, that model went on to be considered. It's called the Jawbreaker. Okay, so I decided after I found out that it was broken things, I decided, man, I'm not going to try to fix it. It's going to take too long. I wanted to have this model done by Buckeye Classic this year. I don't know if it will be or not. I'm hoping and praying. I've been working on it pretty extensive for the past 2 days, basically. Okay, so I went back and looked through my kits. I do have a Jawbreaker kit, but I don't want to open it because it's one of the first issues of the Jawbreaker kit. Okay, I don't have another one right now. So I got to looking and thinking, I was like, what other model possibly could have that chassis in it? Well, there's two of them. There's Don Garlett's Windjammer, okay, and there's the Ram Chargers AAA Fuel Dragster by MPC. I have both of those kits. The only problem is my Don Garlett's kits, Don's getting up there in age, and I do not want to open them. I met Don last year at the IHRA here in Hebron, Ohio. Man, he is a really, really nice guy. He's 100 years old, guys. Um, he he just he takes his time, gets around and everything. He's still the old Don. He loves talking drag racing and everything and stuff like that. Really nice guy. All right. Well, besides that point, I want to save those kits because Don made an impact on me that day and stuff. So I won't go into that, but he made an impact on me. Okay. But anyway, so I refuse to open any of his model kits that I have. I will not do it. From last year, the day I met him, I will never ever open another one. If I do, someone will be paying big dollars for me to build it. Okay, for them, not for me, for them. Okay. Anyway, so I had one Ram Chargers kit. I opened up the Ram Chargers kit, and lo and behold, it does have the Ram Chargers chassis in it. Okay. Here's the Ram Chargers chassis. Okay, I assembled it and painted it. This chassis is a headache to put together. Okay, I'll be honest with you, but I got it. Okay, it's the same chassis as the Jawbreaker one. They are identical. Let me zoom out. I want to show you guys this because someone else out there might want to build one. Okay, it's the same chassis, guys. Everything's identical. Okay, on my chassis to the Jawbreaker kit I took this out of, I cut the seat along the bottom and moved it up into the seat because, like I said, my body shell was made out of flat styrene. Okay, this body shell from the Ram Chargers kit is almost, it's close to Milner's dragster shell, but it's not. Okay, it's close. On the Milner's dragster up here at the front, it slopes up. It's like rounded. It's like rounded up like that. Okay, and also I think this fits down closer to the chassis. Okay, and there's something different about the back here. This is taped together right now because there's some seam issues and stuff like that. That's what's going to take me the longest on this model, is making sure all the seams line up, because it's a two-piece body and it's going to take time. So I've been working on that in between glue drying and paint. Okay, but this is the Ram Chargers chassis. It's the same chassis. So this one I get put in the parts box for a different build. I do believe I still have the Bantam body from the original Jawbreaker kit that I opened. Okay, it was a buyer's choice program one, the one I opened. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those or not, but anyway, when the Milner kit, American Graffiti, More American Graffiti kit come out, okay, it had your choice of the Bantam roaster or the dragster body. Okay, and everything, and it had the pans. You could put the pans on it for the Bantam roaster or whatever body or whatever. Well, it came with a Hemi, okay, and then it came with the small block Chevy bow covers. Milner's dragster had a small block Chevy in it. Okay, well, the Hemi wired in the front. Everyone knows that Chevy motors wired in the back. Okay, most Chevy motors, I should say. Okay, anyway, so I converted the Hemi from the Jawbreaker to a Chevy motor. I put the distributor in the back. I didn't have any luck finding Moroso valve covers until I started looking at some websites that I buy resin parts and things through, and I lucked out and I found a set for a small block Chevy. Okay, so I purchased those. I purchased one set. Okay, and if I'm correct, I think it was their last set they had at the time. Since then, I've tried to get on Competition Resin's website, and something's going on with it. I don't know what. I don't know if they're still in business or not, but this was a company I ordered from like every 2 or 3 months. I ordered stuff through them. I recommend them very much. They're awesome. Now comes into play 3D printed parts and things like that. Now there's probably guys out there 3D printing them. I don't know. Uh, uh, Good thing is my wife has a scanner, so if I wanted to, I could have my wife scan these Moroso small block Chevy valve covers, and I could 3D print these. Okay. Whether I will have her do that or not is still, I don't know yet. Anyway, and what's different about the whole American Graffiti kit come with this front end. On the More American Graffiti dragster, Milner's front end was a straight kind of straight axle dragster front end. Okay, so there's a difference there, but it's a model kit. I imagine they probably got it close as they could get it. Back then, they wasn't really worried about, detail the movies, So that's for the one that I had almost built. This is. So I started off new. What I've done is I painted the chassis so far. I painted the engine block, assembled the engine block so far. Now, like I was saying, in More American Graffiti, on the dragster model that MPC made, you had your choice of even the chrome tree from the Ram Chargers resembles it. Okay, you had your choice. You had your choice of the Hemi valve covers right here. Okay, or you had your choice of the Moroso valve covers, which I don't know if they come on a separate parts tree or what. Okay, there is some things that I have to steal off the one I previously built because I already built the parts and everything. Like the fuel tanks, in the oil tank, I have to steal it off the one that I dropped and broke. So that'd be different. But MPC did a cool thing. The competition resin valve covers fit over top of the heads on the Hemi almost perfectly. So, and so I won't have a problem there. Everything else I think will work out. These are the slicks that come off my version of it that I was building and stuff. I can't get the centers out. I don't know what type of glue I use, guys, but I'm telling you right now, it's glued, man. I tried prying them apart. I don't want to mess them up because it's a good pair of slicks. I can use them on something else or whatever, And they're slotted too, like the old mag wheels, But anyway, so I was like, man, I really want those slicks because the Ram Charger kit come with these Race Master slicks, which is all cool and stuff, but they're really not the way it was on the movie. On the movies, back years ago in the 60s and 50s, they would run, like semi tires and things like that, hard compound tires and stuff like that. Well, the ones on Milner's dragster, it was, I think the movie was made in like 79, so they had better rubber and stuff. They come out with better, tire compounds and things. So I might end up using these, but I think I found a better choice. I really do. I 3D print, me and my wife 3D print these slicks here. They're pretty much identical to what I'm wanting. Okay, same roundness and everything. same roundness, okay, same diameter. The aluminum slot does fit in them and everything. And these are 3D printed out of PLA plastic, okay, on my Creality printer, okay. My wife's got a fancy printer, but I don't mess with it. It's too... Guys, I'm a model builder, and I work on cars. I'm not a computer savvy guy, you know. But anyway, I'm learning, okay. But anyway, these are the slicks I think I'm going to use. They're 3D printed. They're hard plastic. They're pretty much the same diameter, like I was saying. And here, I'll show you a picture, or show you how they look with the slot in them. They'll look pretty good once I get them detailed out and sanded and everything. I use these slicks on a lot of my models because I just like the look of them and everything. And they're plentiful. All I got to do is just hit print and print them, you know. It's easy as that. I also print my own front runners for those to match them and things on my drag cars and things. I like doing that. I like, but there's nothing wrong with these guys. It's just, to me, they're tall. They're too tall, and it's not the way it was on the movie. So I'm not going to use these two Race Masters, but I am going to use the two. They're like O-rings for the front tires of the dragster. It's going to be a totally new build. Like I said, hopefully I can have it done in a month. I got a month. I'm going to be working my tail off in the next few days. Well, I started this like yesterday morning, I think it was. And this is how far I got so far. I'm kind of working on the body a little bit at a time. But hopefully I'll be able to knock this out in the next couple weeks. I'm going to take my time. I will do some little updates here and there, make a little video, maybe 5 minutes or so, you know, talking about what I'm doing and this and that. But yeah, hopefully you guys go on this little journey with me, and we can build a really nice dragster. Paul Lamette right now, he was in the hospital for pneumonia. He's still in there. I wish him all the best. You know, he's really a nice guy. I'm friends with him on Facebook and everything, and I hope and pray that he recovers really fast. Pneumonia is a hard thing to recover from when you're sick. But you know, the Lord works in mysterious ways. That's all I'm saying. And hopefully, I wish him all the best. I hope he gets better. And he is getting better. It's going to take time. I'm hoping that everything goes good for him and stuff. I wish I could have got the meeting and things like that. I wish I could have got his autograph on some of my models and things that I built to, you know, resemble his stuff and this and that. Maybe I still can, you know. Only time will tell. But anyway, I'll keep you guys updated and posted and everything. And we'll go from there. Meanwhile, I'll get back to plasticating here and building on this thing. And yeah, we'll see how it turns out, guys. All right. Everyone take care. Stay blessed. On to the next.